Model retraining is very important concept in overall machine learning life cycle. A different person will have different interpretation about what exactly model retraining activity is. So in this video, we will try to understand what model retraining activity is and what sort of activities it normally covers, and in which scenario we will tell that these sort of activities will not cover as a part of model retraining activities. Okay, so in practice, once you deploy any machine learning model in production, the performance of your machine learning model will start degrading. So that degradation could be slow or fast depending upon your business domain and depending upon your use case. But that will happen in all practical scenarios. And hence, retraining and redeployment of those retrained model would be required in continuous manner, right? Because it's an iterative cycle. And whenever in production, you will find that the performance of my machine learning model is degrading, you need to take corrective action to maintain the performance of your machine learning model or to improve the performance of your machine learning model. Okay, and here in this diagram I have covered details around how we would be able to identify whether the performance of a machine learning model has been degraded over time or not. So if we look the first building block, where we are simply comparing the model performance calculated against the new data with the baseline model performance, and if it's less than, then that's an indication of model drift, which means the performance of a model has been degraded. And the second condition through which we would be able to identify whether the performance of a machine learning model has been degraded or not with the help of data distribution. So we'll simply compare the data distribution of a production data against the baseline data distribution. And if it deviates from certain threshold value, right? So whatever we have defined for the threshold for divergence, if it deviates from that value, then which will be an indication of that my machine learning model performance will degrade, right? Because that's a proxy, right? Because we are not comparing the model performance, we are simply identifying the data distribution drift, right? So how much my production data has been deviated from my baseline data distribution, because baseline data distribution has been used to train machine learning model, right? And as we know that all the machine learning model depends upon what sort of data it has been trained on, right? And if we'll find that my production data is deviating from the baseline data distribution, then that's an indication of change in model performance. Okay. The third condition through which we would be able to identify change in model performance is with the help of business metrics, right? So if the business metrics for the model running in production is less than the baseline business metrics, then that's an indication that something has changed in the production environment and which resulted a change in the business metrics, right? So these are the certain areas through which we will able to identify whether we need to retrain our model or not. Okay, so that is fair enough. We have understood in which scenario we need to trigger the retraining activity. But the next question comes, what exactly would be doing as a part of retraining, right? And here I have clearly specified it in two different sections, what model retraining means and what model retraining does not mean, right? So here you can clearly see the model retraining activity only involves about running your existing model training pipeline against the new data, right? So take an example, you have built one model, right? And you have followed certain steps, 1, 2, 3, right? And it has produced model one, and you have deployed it in production, okay, in prod. But we have received some new data, and we have noticed that my predictive performance has been decreased, and you decided to retrain your model. So what it means, whenever you will trigger your retraining model pipeline, it will run the exactly same set of activities which you had initially used for deployment of your model M1, right? So that means your retraining pipeline will not require any code changes in your existing pipeline process. No code changes. That's the key, right? And that's what I have clearly mentioned. The only and not. These are the key words you need to understand. Your retraining pipeline will not require any changes in your existing training pipeline or in a way you have trained your machine learning model. Right? So whatever model you have used, whatever parameters my model would have used, will use the exactly same set of parameters, but it would be trained against my new data plus some old data. It's a combination of both, right? Old data plus new data, just to make sure that my model has picked up the new reality of the production environment. Right? So that's the purpose of your retraining. So what is not model retraining activity? So model retraining activity is not about training new type of models. To take an example, initially you would have deployed light GBM model, but if you felt that light GBM model would not be able to find all the relevant patterns, and you decided that we need to use deep neural network, right? So again, that's that sort of enhancement we need to definitely apply, because we have noticed that the prediction performance has been decreased and we need some corrective action to keep the performance same, or probably we need to improve the performance of my production model, and for that we need to probably tune some of the hyperparameters, or we need to deploy a new set of machine learning models, right? But those cases are not categorized as model retraining activity because that will require a code change. And if you're making any changes in your training pipeline, then that's not a part of your model retraining activity. That would be categorized as building a new set of models, and whatever processes or actions you normally take for deployment of any new machine learning model, you need to follow those activities. Okay, so you need to keep this in mind, that whenever anyone will tell about what is model retraining activity, so these are the critical distinction point between what it contains and what it does not contain. I hope you will find this information useful, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I request you to subscribe to it, and thanks for watching it.